All eyes are on Texas, and that's because this latest winter blast comes almost exactly 1 year after another storm sparked a major power crisis across the state. Millions of Texans went without power for several days. Some even faced water, food, and heat shortages. Hundreds were killed as a result of the brutal conditions, leading to widespread criticism of the state's lack of preparation for similar storms. NBC News correspondent Morgan Chesky joins us now from Dallas, where thousands are without power this morning. Hey, Morgan, good morning. So first off, tell us what the conditions are like where you are this morning.
Yeah, Savannah, a frigid morning here. Anything that may have temporarily not frozen yesterday has certainly done so overnight. Single-digit wind chills, Dallas temperature in the low 20s right now. Incredibly slow going on the roads because many of them, if they have not been treated by the crews that are out and about, they are covered in ice right now and will remain so for at least the better part of today and potentially tomorrow before this temperature rises above freezing enough to make a real difference. It's covering such a vast portion of the state. As you mentioned, there is serious concern about the drain on the state power grid, but as of right now, no grid issues to speak of. However, that is not to say that there are local outages all across the state impacting tens of thousands of Texans. Savannah?
So, Morgan, last year, actually more than 200 people died as a result of this power loss and what went on for days that was just a total tragedy and shock to the area. Are there any concerns over a similar situation unfolding after this storm?
Of course, and we'll see the real test play out here within the next few hours. That's when we're expected to see the peak energy demand. State officials have said that they had extra reserves going into this storm, that power generators had been winterized to a better degree than they had been a year ago. And I want you to hear what Texas Governor Greg Abbott had to say about preparation ahead of this particular Arctic blast. Take a listen.
We are dealing with one of the most significant icing events that we've had in the state of Texas in at least several decades. The Texas electric grid is the most reliable and resilient that it's ever been.
And that was the governor at least 48 hours ago. Again, the real test on the grid coming this morning with the temperatures hitting their lowest during this about 48-hour winter weather event. The wind chill in Amarillo was anticipated to hit -16 overnight. Savannah?
Now, Morgan, this winter storm warning remains in effect there this morning. What are officials advising residents do, especially those who have lost power? What should anybody who's waking up in Texas this morning know?
Right. Well, those local outages can be reported to their provider. In the meantime, they're encouraging anyone to stay off the roads if at all possible. It's still incredibly dangerous to be traveling. We've seen numerous reports really all across the state here because we've seen how far south this storm is reaching of people being stranded in certain situations on the highways, on roadways, whether they are running off roads or if the situation is just too dangerous with the ice. A lot of them could potentially become stranded on the road. So right now, until things warm up, officials are encouraging everyone just to stay put if at all possible. And if you do lose power, major metropolitan areas have opened up warming shelters to keep those folks safe until this weather passes. Savannah?
All right, look out for those if you're in the region and you need some help. Morgan, thank you so much. Stay warm, stay safe.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.